Good morning to everyone. Yesterday we discussed different beaches sites here. Okay, we'll discuss some more. First 10 to 15 minutes. So if you sign out in a website, uh, any sort of a website, data will be stored in a website database here, right? So if some hacker is hacked information, that website database, that's website database, and he copies all the data, and if you upload in some dark sites or in some private servers, your data will be exposed. That is nothing but a data breach here. Even stealing information is also a data breach. That is generally we sign out in some websites generally. So those websites may be using a plain text passwords in its database here. Or some websites uses the hash passwords and store it here. So if those websites don't hash your passwords, you are in a risk, because it is in a plain text here. Plain text is nothing but original message. So you can check your email IDs whether it is hacked or whether it is compromised in a website called as I have been prone. Yesterday I told this. I have been prone. So how many of you have checked? Please tell. So I'm not a radio jockey. Please chat in your chat box. How many of you checked? So this site is also maintaining n number of data breach collections here. If you enter this data, prone means nothing but a compromised. It is breached or not. It is compromised. Your email is hacked. If you enter any password, if you enter any site, you want it to enter your logins here, email IDs sometimes. Yes or no? Nothing but is a prone, compromise you can say. Hacked you can say. So one of my friends mail when tried, we got a prawn. One of my friends mail when tried, we got a prawn. Okay. If it is a prawn, please try to change to the strong passwords. I got my mail is prawned. Change your password. Yes, you can change your password. Change the password to the strong. Can you tell any password? The strong password? Please type in the chat box. Any strong password? Please chat in chat box. Any strong password? What type of password do you think it is strong? Star 092. It will take 1 year to decrypt. I like to play football. Easily can trace out. M at the rate of S takes time for 3 to 4 years to decrypt it. Other things, SSKYP also takes some time to decrypt it. Cisco password. Oh, password. So many generally users use the password, same password. For password, they are using password. You can crack very easily. Okay. So this site also maintaining some n number of beaches of connections. You can see large beaches. You can see recently added beaches. So many of you are generally in previous days, so many students have used the Dubmash. Yes. So many hackers see this login to the Dubmash here. So few websites maintain data and some personal some passwords in a plain text. Some few websites maintain passwords in a plain text. If your password is maintained in a plain text, then it is breached. Okay. So rather than this IO beam prone, we also have another website. Okay, another website called as a Ghost. So all of it, open your browsers first of all. I am not a radio jockey. Go keep on going and telling this. Okay, please open your web browsers in your laptops and start typing. Okay, Ghost project FR. So it takes some time. Same as I have brain prawn. Okay, so you can type your email ID here. What is the email ID? I give 5 seconds. Please tell what is happening here. Please respond in chat box. Please respond in 5 seconds. So if you type your email ID, it will show you some few characters of your password here. If it is breached, few characters, whatever password you're using for your Gmail, if it is breached, you can see, it can show some few characters of your password, whether it is a breach or not, if it is breached. So this is one type of data set, different, and IO beam prone is another type of data set you can see. So in IO beam prone, here it will show you whether it is a plain text also or encrypted text also. But coming to the Ghost project fr.fr site, it will show only if it is in a plain text. That is your password in a plain text. First, few characters of your password will be displayed. Have you tried? Anyone? Have you tried? Anyone? Please respond. I given 5 seconds. What is the output you got? Yes, what is the output you got? I have typed email here. If your email is breached, if your password is a plain text, you can see the 4 characters, no output, then it is not breached. If it is breached, you can get the first few characters of your password here, whether it is breached or not. Only in 93 students, only one is responding, no output. Okay. Few more seconds, I can give. Okay. No results found. Sir, my mail is breached, not showing any password here. There are no results found. How can you say it is breached? If it is showing any password, then only it is breached. If it is not showing any characters of your password, it is not breached here. Okay, leave it. We'll go for a few more things. You know what is a web forensics? Web forensics. What is this? Yes. Yes, web forensics. So how to use the websites and cyber world, or you can call it a cyber web, to extract some sort of evidences or to collect some useful information, you can say. So nothing we need to understand. Example, you can take Google Docs. So that is a search engine, you can say, that is a good Google is a good Google is to filter for such results here. Google is an important part of open source intelligence of the search engines. So how to use this search engine, that is Google, whatever you want to use to search such a filter information, sort of information. So I want to use the Google to filter such results. So go for the Google. Are you ready with the web browsers? So type Google. Google. So Google is nothing but Google means 10 to the power of 100 here. So it is changed now to the Google here. Google is changed to google.com. So if your website, if you wish to search some specific websites here, okay. If you want to wish to search for the specific websites, you can use site colon website name, any website name, Microsoft.com. So you can see up to these many results you can see of only about the Microsoft.com. That means you are searching here, you say checking some evidence of the particular website here. Okay. So then it is going to list out all the results exclusively on the particular website. So how many the Microsoft is using in the different ways here. So up to these many results you can see. This is nothing but dark search, you can say. Dark, D-O-R-K. Dark means it is a search, any search. The one of the dark. So dark. Next, another one. One more dark I want to say. In URL colon any specific word you can say, like hacking. So in URL will show you all the words which shows the particular word which contains in its URL. So it shows the pages, the word hacking in its URL. So how many ways the hacking word used in the different URLs here. So these number of results you can see. So hacking, ethical hacking, these number of sites are using this hacking word here. So what is the URL here? Anyone? Please respond in chat box. No one, just entering attendance. So here URL means I can see a subdomain, domain name, folder name, page name, page extension, parameter names, parameter value. All this 7 comes under the URL here. So it is a second doc for searching any information in URL colon any specific word, you can say. Okay. So next class we'll go so many docs, different docs for even for site file type, uniform resource locator. Okay. File type site colon any website name you can give. In URL can give any specific word. Okay. So I'll say next coming classes different docs. If your Facebook is hacked, if your Facebook maintains any person maintain a fake profile, how to track the particular person. Okay, I'll say in the next classes. Okay, now I'll go for the syllabus. I hope you enjoyed something, learned something. Yes. If you know already, ignore it. Now we'll go story again. Our story begins now. So yesterday we completed what is the information security and how it is started, what is the Multex in 1990s present, what is the security, different types of security, physical security, person security. So I'll not go through because you can see the videos again, no problem. What is the security and the key information security concepts we covered in yesterday's class, and critical characteristics of the information: availability, accuracy, authenticity, confidentiality, integrity, and position, utility and position. So when we discuss the components of the information security, okay. So information security is an entire set of components to use information as a resource in your organization. So I say information security is nothing but it maintains some components, nothing but an asset, you can say. So what is asset? Any resource can be available for organization people, authorized users. Is nothing but a resource here. So software, coming to the software, it compromises some applications. The most difficult is operating system, OS. IS component to secure this assorted command utilities here. Yes. The software programs are created, often created under the some constraints of the project management, you can see. Hardware, what is a hardware? It is a physical technology, you can say. Or you can also execute some softwares. So without hardware, you cannot execute the software here. Yes, right? And it also stores some information. And it's also transmits here. Transpose the data. Provide some interfaces. It also provides some interfaces here. Yes. For entry and removal of information from your particular system. So what is the data? Anyone? Please chat in chat box. What is the data? Data according to information security. It's a valuable asset, you can say. The valuable asset. Yes, processed by the organization. It is nothing but a data, a valuable asset. Processed information, information processed. Okay. somewhat correct. Valuable asset, you can say. Information is nothing but what we process. Data is nothing but some set of values, you can say. Information is nothing but what we process. Data is nothing but some valuable asset, some set of values, you can say. Okay, what is a people? All of you know this. So who work in the organization, authorized users, you can say, the people. There may be some unauthorized, but according to the organization, there's only authorized people. Procedures, these are some written instructions, you can say. Written instructions for doing some specific task. Yes. Next, networks. So what is the networks? Need for increasing computer and information security is nothing but a networking here. So hope I understand this. What are the components of information security? So balancing information security and access. So I say it is impossible to obtain a perfect security any organization. Why? Because yesterday I have seen that cyber threat map. So for every second, for every 5 seconds, how many hackers are seeing your information or compromising information? So it is impossible to obtain a perfect security. So it is a process. It is not absolute here. So you want to upgrade for the new patches here, always upgrade for your new softwares. So how many of you generally use your mobile phones, software, Android phones? Yes. How many apps you can see? How many apps you can install? So nowadays, so many are searching after TikTok as banned. So many are searching for the new apps similar to that. Yes or no? So if you're trying to install that, these many apps, so many apps, unuseful maps. Okay, depends upon storage, but what type of app you want to install? Okay. So useful apps should be installed here. So please try to update your BIOS. Bring your own devices, whatever device you are using, BIOS. Please try to update it. So without updating, you cannot. If it is malware, without malware apps, how can you say without malware apps? So if you're not doing any update for your app, your operating system will be getting some patch. Okay, you're getting some what do you say? Some information. Okay. So security should be considered balance between the protection and availability. So you want to update your apps, your operating system, your information from the protection and availability. What are the resources are you using? Anything installed from non-genuine sites or malware apps? Maybe. How can you say which is genuine, which is not genuine? So to achieve balance, I'll show in coming classes in extra examples. I can dial a person with your name. Okay, with your phone number. Yes. Play Store or App Store is genuine. So please see what are the apps you are using. Play Store, it is genuine only. App Store is also genuine, but try to see how many bugs are fixed for your particular application. Please see the rating and please see the bugs in previous things. Please see your yes. Say not is no, it is not if you disable security service off. No, it is not if you disable security service off. Certified by Google Play Protect. Okay, yes, okay, no problem. But see the bugs first of all. How many bugs you can see for your app, particular app? So all apps, maximum apps in Play Store are certified by the Google Play Protect only. Okay. To achieve balance, level of security must be allow reasonable access. Let protect against the threats here. Okay. So CISO encryption is needed to protect the secrets of your organization. Encryption is nothing but converting some plain text to ciphertext. Some mechanisms you need, security mechanisms you need to protect the information of your organization here. And you want to encrypt your email is actual. Encrypting email show me some down. Okay. So security and access balance, you want to maintain the balance here. When you're accessing some information, I need to provide some security for my information here. So only authorized users can access my information. So for that, I can maintain some security control, security posters for my asset. It is nothing but balancing information between the security and access here. Maybe 2 marks question. Previously it is asking, but nowadays is not asking. So what are the approaches for information security implementation? One is a bottom-up approach. Security can begin with some grassroots efforts when system administrators attempt to improve the security of their systems. So one of the key advantage is technical expertise of individual administrators are needed. And unfortunately, okay, working with the day-to-day basis and possessing in-depth knowledge, you can say. Key advantage is technical expertise of individual administrators is needed for your organization. Yes, mainly working with the daily day-to-day basis. You want to check, your administrator want to check every day what is happening for your organization. If you go for your organization, any company, the salary for network administrator is very high than the other employees. Please notice that. If one day, if the network administrator is not working for your organization, any software companies, whatever organizations you are mentoring, okay, what will happen? Okay. So working with the day-to-day basis, administrators always, and they possess some in-depth knowledge. So unfortunately, this approach work as a lacks of number of critical features, such as participant support and organization staying power. Okay. So approaches for the information security implementation, top-down approach also is there. So it is a top-down approach is a higher probability of success. Why? Because project is initiated by the upper management here. Yes. So which can issue the policies, and issue the procedures and processes here. So what is a policy? Policy is maintained by every organization. What are the policies you want to maintain? What are the procedures you want to maintain? It is maintained by the upper management. It is prepared by the upper management. And what are the processes you want to follow? And you can also have some dedicated goals here, expected outcomes of the project, and determine the accountability for each required action. The strong upper man support, okay, can see the dedicated champions. You can see some dedicated champions here. So upper management can have some dedicated champions. We'll learn what these are, these things, what are champions, dedicated funding. We need dedicated funding. And some clear planning you need also. You also need some clear planning. So without that dedicated champions, experts, you can say champions. Champions may be executive, chief information officer, CIO. Champions is nothing but maybe a CIO, capital letters you can write. CIO stands for Chief Information Officer, or you can also use VP IT, Vice President of Information Technology. Champion may be executive. Champion may be a Chief Information Security Officer. Champion may be a Vice President of Information Technology. So who moves your project forward? Who moves your project forward? Who moves your project forward here? If you go for your organizations after completing a BTech, you can see this number of champions, this number of executives here, CIOs, Vice President of Information Technology. If you are working in a networking field, okay, who moves the project forward, ensures that properly it is managed or not, and it also pushes. He also pushes for the acceptance throughout the organization. Okay. So we need some dedicated champion, dedicated funding here, and clear planning, and which is to influence organization culture here. It also involves some formal development strategy referred as a SDLC. SDLC. What is SDLC? Anyone? You are learning software engineering. Please chat in the chat box. Software development lifecycle. According to this information security, it is a systems development lifecycle. Systems development lifecycle. So it is managed in a manner similar to the major systems implemented in your organization. Yes. So it is nothing but a systems development lifecycle for design and implementation of information security within the organization. So what is the methodology? What is the methodology? It is a problem solving a problem. It is based on the structured sequence of procedures. So using this methodology, it ensures some rigorous processes here, increases the probability of success here. So generally this traditional SDLC, systems development lifecycle, has 6 phases, same as the software development lifecycle. So what are the phases? Can you chat in chat box? Yes. One is the investigation, one is the analysis, one is logical design, one is a physical design, one is the implementation, one is the maintenance and change. So generally called as a waterfall model in your software engineering or in a software project. Yes or no? SDLC here stands for Systems Development Lifecycle. So entire process may be initiated in response to the to specific conditions or combinations of the conditions, you can say. At the end of each phase, At the end of each phase, we need some structured review. At the end of each phase, we need some structured review. What is structured review? What is a review? So after every phase, you are conducting some reviews here. Or reality check, you can say. Structure review as well as the reality check. Reality check. So we are going for the structure review after every phase and reality check, so that we can determine if the project should be continued. Feedbacks, okay, feedbacks also comes under the reviewer. So determines this structure review and reality check determines whether the project should be continued or discontinued, or it can be outsourced. What is outsourced? If you cannot handle, you are outsourcing for the third party. Outsource or postpone. You can also postpone. Postpone until the additional expertise. You can postpone that. So these are the main things you want to remember. One is a structure review and reality check after every phase. So first we'll go for the investigation. It is a first phase. In this, what is the problem? System being developed to solve the problem. Yes, you know that. Even in a project also, mini project, if you do the mini project, you are first going for the initialization, analysis phase, then you're going for design, like that implementation, coding, like that you're going. Here also, investigation. So what is the problem system being to be developed to solve here? Begins with some examination of the event and also plan that initiates the process. So what are the objectives? One is a scope. One is a scope. Yes. One is the constraints of the projects are specified here. So preliminary cost benefits analysis also developed here, and feasibility analysis is performed to assess economic, technical, behavioral feasibilities of the process. Coming to the analysis phase. This analysis phase begins with information learned during investigation phase. So generally it consists of preliminary of assessments of your organization, you can say. Status of current systems, you can say. Preliminary assessments of your organization, status of current systems, capabilities to support proposed systems here. So generally analysts begin to determine what is a new system to be expected to do and how to interact with the existing system. Even though in your projects also, you start with the existing system and go for the proposed system here. So analysis begin with to determine what is a new system to be expected to do and how to interact with the existing system. Always this phase ends with some documentation, always documentation of findings and update of the feasibility analysis. Coming to the logical design, information is gained from the analysis phase, mainly used to begin with creating a solution system for the business problem based on the business need, select application capable for providing needed services, and also select data support and structures capable for providing needed inputs, and also select some specific technologies to implement physical solutions. So for every phase, again, you're going for the feasibility analysis is performed at the end of the every phase here. Coming to the physical design. Physical design is specific technologies are selected here to support alternatives. So you want to identify the alternatives and for evaluation in the logical design. If one technology is not working, you want to identify another technology. Okay, now specific technologies are selected to support the alternatives which are identified and evaluated in the logical design. You can also use selected components. Selected components are evaluated based on in-house or purchase from vendor. Whether your security controls or physical controls, what you're using, components are using, are evaluated based on in-house or purchased from the vendor. So final designs integrate various components, you can say. Final design can integrate various components and technologies here. Even though for this physical design also, feasibility analysis performed here, again at the end of the each phase. So entire solution is presented to the end user in the previous phase for the approval after the physical design. So implementation. Any needed software is created or purchased here. For doing the implementation, you need some tools, some softwares, or some framework, you can say. So any needed software is created or purchased. Components are ordered, received, and tested here. So what are the components you are getting, or tools you are getting, or software you are getting? It should be tested here after receiving your components, and users are trained here. So who are using this components, who are using the softwares should be trained here, so that they can avoid some misuse, illegal access on your particular system, particular software. So users are trained and supporting the documentation created. Okay, feasibility analysis is again prepared, performed here. So users are presented with the system performance review and acceptance test in this implementation phase. So last one is a maintenance and change. Maintenance change is the longest and more expansive phase, you can say, which consists tasks necessary to support and modify the system for reminder of useful life cycle, you can say. So life cycle continues until the process begins again from the investigation phase. When current system can no longer support the organization missions, new project is implemented here. Again, you go back to the investigation phase. It's the longest expensive phase, maintenance and change. So some risk may be, new risk may be coming to your organization. So your controls may be not enough to avoid that that type of risk or threats, you can say, for your organization. Then again, you go for back to the investigation phase from starting again. It's the old traditional SDLC. So we have another one called as a security systems development life cycle. SDLC as well as a SSDLC, secure systems development life cycle. So 5 marks question, sometimes maybe asking for 10 marks. Okay, from the first unit. You want to understand the phases compulsory? Yes. So same phases are used, same as the traditional SDLC, and you can also see for identification of specific threats and creation of specific controls to counter those threats here. Okay. So first we go for the investigation phase in the security systems development lifecycle. Begins with the directive from upper management. It has some dedicated dedicating the process and outcomes and goals of a project. Constraints placed on activity. So this phase begins with the statements of program, that is security policies, security posters, you can say, that outlines the implementation of the security. Teams are responsible for managers. Teams of responsible managers are there, and employees and contractors are organized. Problems analyzed. Problems analyzed. Scope defined here. Want to define the scope. Even in your projects also. Want to define the scope. You want to define the problem analyzed. Okay. Including goals, objectives also. Goal objectives. You want to define here. So organization feasibility analysis is planned here. Determine the resources and commitment, you can say, necessary to conduct some successful security analysis for your data. Okay. I think you're clear. Coming to the analysis phase again in SDLC, secure SDLC. Documentation from investigation phase is studied here. So development team again, they conduct some preliminary analysis. Of existing specific policies of programs along with the documented current threats and associated controls, you can see. So which also include analysis of relevant legal issues could impact the design of the security solution. So it also has some risk management task begins here for identifying, accessing, evaluation levels of the risk facing the organization. Coming to the logical design, creates 5 minutes more, I think. Creates and develops blueprints for security. Creates and develops blueprints for security. Blueprints is what security posters, you can say. Exams and implement key policies. Exams and implement the key policies. Most important, key policies. Critical planning is developed for incident response actions. Again, feasibility analysis determines whether the project should be continued or should be outsourced again. So coming to the physical design, you can selecting some technologies needed to support some specific blueprints here. Design physical security measures in this. Design physical security measures and review and approve the project. So alternate solutions are generated generally. Alternate solutions generated. Final design is final design agreed upon. Successful solutions are prepared. So all parties have to chance to approve the project before implementation begins here. So these are the physical designs approaches. So last one, implementation. Similar to traditional SDLC, buy or develop security solutions, tested, implemented, and tested again. So whatever buying a product or whatever product you are developing, security solutions, it should be tested, it should be implemented, it should be tested again. So personal issues evaluated, specific trainings are conducted here, and also education programs are conducted. Finally, tested package is presented to the upper management here for the final approval. Okay. So last one, maintenance and change. So restoration of information is constant due to with often unnecessary advisory. New threats may emerge and old threats may evolve. So even after you develop some security systems, new threats may emerge and old threats may evolve. So constantly monitor, test, modify, update, and reply to the meet changings of the threats here in the secure SDLC. So next class we'll discuss security professionals. Who are the security professionals? CISO, CIO, senior management, information security project team, team leader, champion, security policy developers, risk assessment specialist, security professionals, system administrator, end users, data developers, data ownerships. So all this comes under the security professions and organization. Okay. First chapter, first part is only your information security introduction. Second part is attacks, different types of attacks. Okay.